YouTubers, this is fourbypete here. This is my 2007 JKU Wrangler intercooled turbo diesel 2.8 litre. I've got ARB front bar, got a rugged ridge angry grille, JW speaker LED headlights, Kingone winch, just a cheapy 3-watt Epistar. It's actually 120 watt, but they're 3-watt LED combo fog light, and I should say spotlight and spread beam, fog beam. Well, I don't know what they call them. Anyway, we've got 2.5-inch lift under here with Fox shocks and Terraflex speed bumps. We've got a Superior Engineering Panhard rod. I've got I think I got these from Morris, but I think they're actually made by Crown. I don't know if you can see them too well. Those braided brake lines from Morris 4x4. I think they are made by Crown from memory. Got some Sidesteps combo, probably call them rock sliders. They're not really rock sliders, it's just really a step. It's bolted to the chassis though, so they're quite strong. And at the back here I've got a Quadratec branded lockable fuel cap, because we have a bit of trouble with that out here. I've got a Kaymar Rear bar with a jerry can holder and a spare wheel holder, as you can see right here. It's got quite a few nifty little features to it. I've got an LED fog lamp for reversing and whatnot. I've got some rugged ridge door protectors. I've got a little homemade shelf here, and in the rear we've got a couple of little subwoofers there just to beef up the bass a little bit. They're not fantastic, but they do the job. Down here I've got a in the floor I've got a Vata E44 little second battery for, as you can see, my ARB Aircompressor. It also runs the front and rear diff locks. Bit of wiring done there, courtesy of a good friend of mine. Got my emergency fire extinguisher. We've got some Trek Armour seat covers, which are fantastic. Even in the summer heat, these things are very comfortable, and I do tend to sweat a bit, but they look fantastic. Bought these from Rugged Ridge. I'm not sure of the name or the brand, but they're just little seat bags that strap in, so it's quite handy. I've done the soundbar mod, where you pack a bit of sound absorbing wadding into the speaker, and it really sounds a hell of a lot better. I've also got a LED from a Caravan, because the one that was in there wasn't very bright, and this one uses less power than the stock one. I've upgraded all my interior lights to LED. Also, we've got a 10-inch in-dash radio by Boss Audio. I've got a little dash cam up there for recording people who like to think they're funny and drive out in front of me. Up on top here we've got a Rhino rack, Foxwing, as you can see. Foxwing awning. Just try and get in on that so you can read that. Foxwing awning. It's 2.1 meters. It wraps right around the rear of the car and provides really fantastic shade in the heat. A few sticks on the roof. On this side we've got a Rhino rack on top of Thule roof racks. So yeah, so you can put a rooftop tent up there, but I'm just planning on putting a tent and sleeping bags and things like that. Something small and light. what we're actually looking at here is a rack for mounting tread, the recovery treads. There, you can mount up to 4 on there. I don't know how strong it's going to be. I haven't tried it yet, but it's very little wind resistance, and so I'm fairly happy with it. The wheels are King's wheels. They're 16 by 9. They were the smallest I could fit on there. I actually had those tyres when I got the car, and yeah, so they're quite good. But realistically, I should have gone with an 18-inch wheel. There's more tyre sizes there. I also have a spare set of 35-inch tyres for the truck. Yeah, so this car's seen a bit of action. When I bought this car, it had done 130,000 kilometres, and it was quite tired. Hadn't been looked after very well. Not much has changed in here. I've put in a oil catch can, as you can see right there. It's a Man and Hummel catch can, and it's 2.8, as I think I said earlier. Yeah, intercooled turbo diesel. Runs quite well. So about 150 horsepower, which is not too bad for four-wheel drives. It's pretty average in Australia for a fairly low horsepower vehicle to be a four-wheel drive. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much my car. Yeah, when I got it, it was pretty tired. The high pressure injection pump didn't look like it had been serviced. It was running a little bit softer than it should be. Then I drove it through some mud, and it spent a year off road getting fixed. And yeah, I've probably spent about $20,000 putting it back on the road. We've changed the pickup pump in the fuel tank. We've changed the high pressure pump. We've changed injectors. We've changed all the high pressure lines. We've put silicon hoses for the turbo. They run from the turbo to the intercooler, and then back from the intercooler into the air intake on the engine. That's it, just there, running in. And yeah, that's made a hell of a difference to its performance. It's a lot more lively on the road, and yeah, it doesn't seem as underpowered as it did when I first bought it. Very surprised with its performance. A lot of this electrical work you see in here looks like a rat's nest, but I didn't do most of this. We tried to tidy it up as best as possible. Put some, we've tightened everything up. It was all very loose when we got it. I've added because we've added a dual battery system. The original dual battery system was a bit unreliable, shall we say. I don't know which electrician did it, but it really needed some work. So yeah, we've put a 60 amp circuit breaker. It doesn't really need a circuit breaker. Could have been a fuse, but it works. And yeah, so while the engine's running, it charges it. I'll show you that little setup. It's in the back here. There we go. This is a Red Arc unit. I'll just get it to focus. I'll be laughing. That might be the easiest way to go. It's a Red Arc BCDC 1240, and that controls the charging of the rear battery, and that's the only way it's charged. There's a better shot of it, and that's the charging lights, just to tell me that it's working. Up the back here we've got a little don't remember, Baintech. That's right, Baintech is a brand that they actually manufacture little 12-volt outlets. This has a little isolator here. I've got a merit plug, I've got a reset 12-volt cigarette lighter. You got your voltage back here and current current draw, I can't really get that shot. It's a bit difficult to get the readout, but anyway, yeah. So, and that's my Anderson plug, up to 20 amps I can draw from that. And yeah, it's a pretty good setup. Great for camping. I'm yet to take it camping yet, but I know it's good for camping because I've actually set it up the way I want it to go for camping, and it works quite well in tests that I've done, even though I haven't actually been camping. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that, and yeah. Stay tuned for some more videos. We're planning on doing a trip up to Fraser Island later in the year, if everything goes well. And yeah, so we're just, at the moment, we're out actually in the forest on Red Hill Road, or Red Forest Road. Out here, there's a bit of a dam over there. I don't know if you can really see that. I'm the only person out here, so no one's going to know I'm talking to myself. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks very much. See you later. Bye.